Hi, and welcome to BeBrightTarot.ca. Liking, subscribing, following Instagram, YouTube, and website. So we are outside. We're here to do a month ahead for July. July is all about being outside, and it's the amazing Canada Day for my fellow Canadians. So we're celebrating all the greatness of our country, and it just felt electric enough to be outside today. We just had a huge raging thunderstorm roll through here, and then followed by an amazing military flyover from the wonderful, I'm assuming, military Air Force crew from nearby Cold Lake, Alberta. So it's just was feeling electric. So I felt like I needed to be outside doing our July month ahead reading. So I hope you enjoy it, and happy Canada Day. All right, so we're going to dive into our month ahead reading. So, the first card we talk about is our current self. Where are we kind of right now? And that is the Tower. All right, this was actually the final card of our June reading, month ahead reading. So, I'm assuming something is still not happened or is still um, awaiting. So the tower is expect the unexpected. And yeah, as I mentioned already, we had this unexpected crazy thunderstorm and then the unexpected flyover. So those were both very, literally we just had lightning here. So the lightning striking the tower. Um, if this is our current self, we're talking change, and we're talking big change, and it's needed to shake things up. So our foundation of our tower is no longer stable, and it needs to fall down so that we can build it up stronger than ever. So this is likely a forced change that we can't control or choose, but it will be necessary. Um, what we can control is how, of course, we respond and react to it. Um, let's just understand that whatever's on the other side will be hard to get to. It's going to be hard to rebuild this, but it's going to be worth it, and it's going to be better in the long run. So let's just be aware that, again, this is a card carryover from June, so something still kind of on the horizon. The next card is something we should release from June, and that is the Seven of Wands. So let's release being on constant alert and always defending ourselves, our plans, our ideas, our decisions. Let's just believe that whatever path we're on is fine for ourselves. Let's go at it on our own. There's probably people who are questioning or attacking us, and they're likely not worth the energy. Um, we need people around us that are supportive, and we need potentially better people within our network to be justifying ourselves to or reasoning with. So anyone that's not supporting us, we need to, and they're just attacking us for whatever reason. Let's just not count on them, not accept their opinion as anything that's important. So let's just stop trying to please everyone, focus on ourselves and what we need. So let's release that energy from June of constant defense, especially to people that aren't important in our lives. Okay, next card is going to be the theme for July. I'm always excited about July because July is my birthday month too. So I'm always excited about the July month ahead reading. So here we have a less exciting card. This is a reversed Wheel of Fortune. And I'm sure you can kind of understand that, maybe the Wheel of Fortune is not quite so in our favor right now. So we just have to remember that there's a lot of external forces that are, again, out of our control, just like that Tower card. And they'll make us feel stuck, down on our luck, or that nothing's going right. So we just have to remember that wheels are always rotating and it's always in motion. Sometimes we're on top, and other times we just aren't jiving. So let's not cling to the illusion that we have any control or that it is our fault. It's just the way it is for now. So let's try to just let it go, release our frustrations, and go with the flow. If we can move on, accept it for what it is, and move forward, then the wheel will use that positive momentum and also start turning and hopefully get us back to a more positive energy. All right, next card is what we should focus on in July, and this is a reversed Six of Cups. Also, I've had the Six of Cups a couple times this past month, but as a reverse card, I see this as the adulting card. It is time to grow up, leave our childhood expectations in the past, and most importantly, it's because they weren't realistic anyways. But sometimes we cling to those childhood ideals, and it holds us back. So let's let go of living in those past mistakes, focus on being in the present and what we can do or change to get us to our future goals. So, again, if we're caught up in those messages and teachings that we had as children, and especially those ones that are not helpful, not positive, or that are not guiding us forward, then we're always going to be stuck in the past. Let's see yourself for who you are now. Set a new goal to strive for, and just don't let that past hold you back any longer. It is time to um, release um, release that and focus on where you can go. The next card we're going to draw is Obstacle card, and this is the Temperance card. So we may struggle finding peace and balance. It's definitely another card about control and letting things go that are not within our ability to control. So we definitely need to release control, go with the flow. So again, that's perfectly aligned with the Tower and that reversed wheel card. Remind yourself that perfection does not exist. So stop going to all those extremes to find it. Think about moderation. Think about managing your emotions. Find some patience. Use your self control and accept that those things that are not in your realm of control cannot be changed or altered. And we just need to figure out how we can best respond to them. So, again, it's going to be hard this month because we have to do it. This is clearly the message that we have to find some self control, but not external control. We have to let that external stuff just slide off our back, go with the flow. All right, next card is going to be Success we might see this month, and that is the lovely Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups. This is an excellent card to see for success. It feels like we're going to be able to achieve that very important emotional balance. And we're going to do it by setting really great boundaries for ourselves. and we're going to take care of ourselves before giving all our energy and resources to others. So we're going to be loving and compassionate, especially to ourselves, as well as others, as we kind of get through this turbulent time. We're going to be able to give or receive helpful counseling and therapy. Communication will be respectful, um, especially with ourselves and with others. So it's time to put your care and health first before being able to care for others. See and appreciate your abundance, um, self love, and embrace it all. All right, final card for July is the advice. And geez, that's another major card. That's our one, two, three, fourth big card. So this is justice. And justice is all about right and wrong, truth and lies, being responsible and accountable for your actions and behaviors. Lying to yourself is the worst. Um, it is absolutely time to take ownership of your mistakes, or you will never move forward. If things are out of whack, and yes, all these other cards are absolutely kind of telling us that things are out of whack, um, then this card really wraps it up by telling us that it's the universe taking its fair payment. Um, we've done wrong, and we need to put things back in balance. So take the emotions out of the equation and just focus on what's right, just, and fair. Be merciful and kind, especially to yourself through this, as you try to get to the right thing. Don't let success go to your head, and don't let failure go to your heart. Handling this like an adult will allow you to manage the consequences harmoniously and balanced. All right, I also got this month a lovely deck of oracle cards, and so I'm going to highlight an oracle card today too. And this is a lovely Woodlands Wardens deck. And this is the Weasel and Pine card for introspection. So, final message is to seek solitude, because when we find isolation, it gives us space for contemplation, which can then lead to self knowledge. So it's time to be independent, like the weasel, self sufficient, like the pine tree, and take that nature based message with you through July. So that's your month ahead reading for July. BeBrightTarot.ca. Like, subscribe, follow Instagram, YouTube, and website. And if it's your birthday month like mine, have a great birthday. Enjoy your Canada Day. And thanks for tuning in.